Before we go on into the video, if you guys want to win a copy of FIFA 18 on any console of your choice, all you need to do is leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. Do those three things, that'll enter you into the giveaway. I'll be contacting the winner in a month's time. Best of luck, and let's go on into the video. Hey guys, E2A here, and today I'm going to bring you guys some big FIFA 18 news that was actually found in the Ultimate Team game code. Now this was found by someone called BearCub12 on Twitter. I'll leave a link down below in the description to their Twitter. Shout out to them, as they are the person who obviously discovered all of this in the game code. Now, the game code is available for anyone to see on the internet. I'm not too sure how you do it, but you can actually see the whole coding of Ultimate Team, and people use that to see a lot of new features coming to the game, and also, for example, new packs. We've been able to see whenever lightning rounds are coming out. We've been able to see some specific SBCs that are coming to by looking in the game code. Now, in the Ultimate Team game code, you can actually see quite a lot of stuff, and what I'm going to be showing you guys in today's video is going to be to do with FIFA 18, because EA aren't suddenly going to be adding in big features like trade offers into Ultimate Team in FIFA 17, because it's nearing the end of the cycle for FIFA 17, and EA just wouldn't add in more features. It just doesn't make sense. So this is almost certainly going to be coming to FIFA 18. We've got a lot of big information here. Some of it to do with actual Ultimate Team, some of it to do with Ultimate Team, some of it to do with the game in general, so career mode, pro clubs, kickoff, all those other game modes. But first off, we've got what you guys are probably all watching the video for, as it says in the title, potentially trade offers coming back to FIFA 18. You guys can see I've got a few screenshots from the game code and also a potential kind of mock-up design of what trade offers could look like on FIFA 18. So you guys can see here, down at the bottom, you have made a transfer offer, so that's likely to be just a brand new name for a trade offer on this item. The seller can now accept or reject the offer during the remainder of the transfer length. That sounds exactly like a trade offer. That's exactly what you had on FIFA 14, FIFA 13. When trade offers existed, you'd actually have a certain amount of time where you could accept or reject the offer that you were given. And as you guys can see, we've got a bit more information here. So just a couple of extra kind of commands in the game code. You are asking this, coins offered, you are offering this, listed item, offered items. So obviously you list an item up, then you offer other items to potentially kind of swap for that card, if that makes sense. So you can see, for example, on screen, someone could maybe trade in their Dybala, Pogba, Suarez and Kante for a Ronaldo. Someone could have Ronaldo on the market, and you could just offer a trade, offer some other players of a similar kind of value to that guy, and maybe he might accept that. He might want those players in return for that Ronaldo. So that's kind of what a trade offer is, for those of you who didn't really know if you didn't play some of the older FIFAs. Got a few more things though. This is what is being asked for, so potentially people could ask for a specific player, a specific quantity of players, maybe a specific rated player, maybe a specific type of player like a team of the year, anything like that, or a specific value of player in return for their card. So you can see here, for example, Ronaldo. Maybe you can only trade players who sell for a similar value to stop coin sellers, because that's what actually why trade offers were removed from the game, because it was an easy way for coin sellers to send money and to send items over to other players. For example, you could list up a bronze player, they'd send you Ronaldo, and you get the coins that way. Now, I don't think EA would do that, because that would pretty much bring coin selling back, because right now it's impossible to really sell coins, as you almost always get banned if you do actually start buying cards for a high value. For example, a bronze card, if you buy a card for 10k that goes for 150 coins, normally you'll end up getting banned, and with price caps too, it does make the actual kind of coin farming and coin selling a lot more complicated. Now, I don't think EA are just going to bring them back like they were on FIFA 14, as that would probably bring back coin selling too. I think you'll only be able to trade players of a similar value, maybe of a similar rating, most likely though of a similar rating. As you see here, I reckon Suarez, Pogba, Kante and Dybala would probably be a similar value combined to Ronaldo. So I think that's potentially what we may be seeing, and there's a few more kind of bits in the code. Viewing offer, you are being offered this, and transfer offer. So again, lots more things kind of looking towards trade offers, which now looks to be called transfer offers. So I definitely do think we're going to see these back. Maybe not exactly the same as they were on FIFA 14 and FIFA 13. I think what we're going to have is the ability to actually transfer and swap players, but they're going to have to be similar values, maybe similar ratings, something like that to actually avoid people kind of using it to transfer coins and do stuff that EA don't want, as that's obviously going to bring back coin selling, and that's definitely something EA don't want to see. So that's new trade offers. Hopefully we're going to see them. Next, we've got a new chemistry feature, and I'm not too sure what exactly this is going to be. It could potentially be customizable chem styles or something more customizable with chemistry, because you guys can see here it says new chemistry features customize how chemistry affects your players. So potentially we're going to have custom chemistry styles where you can actually change and swap around what stats gets boosted by a chemistry style. For example, right now you've got the Hunter chemistry style. That boosts up shooting and it boosts up, I believe, its pace as well by 3 chevrons on the card, and in-game stats, that's I think it's like a +10 boost on each of those stats if the player is on full chemistry and you have 100 chemistry on your team. It is quite complicated how the chemistry styles work right now. You can go over and check on Foothead and it shows the exact boost players get depending on the chemistry style and depending on the chemistry they're actually on. But it could potentially be a new customizable chemistry style where you can choose the stats that get boosted. You can choose how much those stats get boosted by up to a certain amount. You can choose which stats you decide to boost, whether you just want to boost one stat maybe, whether you want to boost 3 or 4. That would be pretty cool to see if you can kind of boost the players in the areas you want, because you could, for example, have a player who's got really good shooting, they've got good dribbling, good passing, all those stats. They're not the best pace and maybe not the best stats in, for example, agility and balance. So you could maybe boost up some of the physical, you could boost up some of the passing as well, you could boost up the pace, and you could boost all the stats you wanted to give the player the best boost overall, because some players, for example, have really high stats in some areas, like Suarez or Cavani have 99 when it comes to shooting, high 90s for physical, passing as well, for dribbling, for all those stats there, and then maybe they don't have too good pace at all. Maybe they've got like 75 pace, for example, a player, and they have 95 maybe, or so, a little bit more in the key stats you want, for example, for a striker, and you don't really want to apply maybe a 100 chemistry style because they already have 95 shooting. It's not going to boost it much. Maybe you could just put a massive boost on pace and boost a player by like 20 pace to get them up a lot in one specific stat. It would be really cool to see more customizable chemistry styles, and yeah, I'm not too sure what exactly this could be, but that's just a quick theory and something I'd really like to see on FIFA 18. Next up is quite similar, and this is actually to do with positioning and maybe the positioning cards that we have available on Ultimate Team as well. So you guys can see it says positioning. Positioning items can be applied to a player to change their preferred position. Now this could potentially mean that someone like Ronaldo, who plays as a left winger and as a striker as well, you can swap where you want him to play. So you could have Ronaldo playing on full 10 chemistry, not having to play him as a left forward, for example, as a striker. Then you could apply a card to play him as a left winger. You could play Messi, who sometimes plays as a centre forward or as a striker or as an attacking midfielder or as a right winger. You could play him in any of those positions. That would be really, really cool to see. Players who play on each wing as well, it would be a good thing to see there. For example, you've got players like Leroy Sané and Sterling. They often swap wings game by game. They're playing on one wing in one game, then in the next game they're maybe playing on the other wing. They're playing up front, they're playing as an attacking midfielder. And again, you'd be able to swap between any of those positions. Maybe De Bruyne or Silva, for example, they play often on the wings. Sometimes they play in the middle as well. So you could really adapt, mix the players about. It means you'd be able to build some really cool, unique hybrids. You're not able to build right now just because of the chemistry system. You're not always allowed to use players in certain positions just because they're going to get very, very little chemistry. But even if a player can play in a certain position in real life, sometimes on Ultimate Team you can't use them in that position. For example, another one is Kimmich. Those really well-rounded players who can play all over the pitch. Kimmich on Ultimate Team, he is a centre mid. You can only use him in the midfield, whereas in real life he does also play as a centre back, he plays as a right back, and with this new positioning system you may actually be able to play him where he actually plays in real life, which would be really, really cool to see. I mean, who wouldn't want to see a striker Ronaldo or a left wing Ronaldo? You could swap between the two. That would just be a really, really cool new feature, and it's something I think is lacking because those players can play in those positions in real life without any kind of downgrading in terms of their ability. I mean, Ronaldo plays really well as a left winger, he plays really well as a striker. On Ultimate Team, you should be able to play him in both those positions, playing really well without having a massive downgrade to his stats when it comes to chemistry being lost if you play him in a different position. Now, the final thing that's been found in the Ultimate Team game code, which is likely to do with FIFA 18, is a little bit weird because it talks about crowd and also about morale. Now, those of you who played FIFA 13 and some of the FIFAs before that may remember morale. Now, I've forgotten a bit about it, but I think it was the equivalent kind of fitness, and you'd have morale cards, and players on low morale wouldn't play as well as players on high morale, kind of the same with fitness really, and you'd be able to boost up the players' morale if their morale got low. I think it just got lower with games, I'm not too sure. I mean, some of you guys may remember, but it's years and years ago since I actually played FIFA 13, but morale could actually be coming back to the game, but I think this time it's going to have something to do with crowd, because you guys can see here, it says large crowd plus a certain percentage of morale, medium crowd plus a certain percentage, and small crowd plus a small amount. It then says below that, activating a crowd increases the value of your active stadium, positively affects play for those games. So, positively affecting the play for home games. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Does that mean you kind of have momentum on your side? Because that would be a bit weird, because I mean there's already loads and loads of kind of theories and conspiracy theories really around momentum and scripting. So would you actually have momentum and have kind of good luck if you had a larger crowd. I'm really not too sure how that would go. Maybe you'd get more refereeing decisions in your favour. I don't think that would go down too well. I really don't think that will go down, because especially if FIFA wants to be a real kind of esport and a competitive game, I don't really think they can allow for having momentum and having kind of people being affected depending if they're playing at home or away. So I think that's a little bit weird. I'm not too sure what exactly this could be, but by the look of it, activating a crowd increases how well you play in home games. I'm not exactly sure how you'd activate a crowd. Maybe you'd have to pay a certain amount of coins, maybe FIFA points, maybe over time whenever you get promoted or win divisions you get a certain kind of boost to your crowd. Really, really weird. I'm not too sure what this could be. It could just be maybe the bigger the crowd and the bigger the stadium. Maybe stadiums will cost a little bit more. The less morale you'll lose in games potentially, so maybe it would be like fitness, you just wouldn't lose as much fitness and you wouldn't have to go and apply too many morale cards. I'm really not too sure what this could be, but it was found in the Ultimate Team game code, so it's very likely to be coming to FIFA 18. I'm not too sure exactly what it could be. I'm sure we'll have more clarification in the near future from EA on this, but yeah, this was all found in the game code by BearCub12. I'll leave a link down below to his Twitter. Now, he actually spent ages and ages looking for this, so if you guys could go and drop him a follow and just kind of do that, that would be great, because yeah, he did put a lot of time into finding this, and it's really interesting to see some of the new things that are found in the game code we're very likely to see in FIFA 18. Now, EA may change these, there may be slight changes, some of the stuff I've shown you here, EA may not implement them, because there are some things in the FIFA 17 game code that haven't been implemented into the full game. But there's also a few things about legends as well. People already saw Maradona, Henry and people like that were going to be coming to FIFA quite a while before EA announced anything, and there's actually quite a few more legends in the code, which I can go and find and maybe do a video on if you guys want, because that could be some other legends coming to FIFA 18, but I'm not too sure. There is a lot of pretty cool information in the game code. It's quite hard to find though, and quite hard to go through it if you don't really know too much about coding and all that, which I definitely don't. Maybe you guys do though, maybe you can find some cool stuff in there. I'm sure there's lots of videos on YouTube showing how to kind of see the Ultimate Team game code. Personally, I'm not too sure how you do it, but anyway, hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of all of this. Also, if you play Battlegrounds, or PUBG as some people call it, and you'd like to see me live stream, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, because I recently got the game. It's really fun. I've been playing it with my friends, and quite a few people seem to stream it. I thought it would be cool to stream that as well, because yeah, it would just kind of be an extra thing to stream. I can stream it on YouTube, I can stream it on my second channel on YouTube, or I can stream it on Twitch. Not sure, but if you do play it, let me know in the comments down below. If you would like to see me stream it as well, let me know. But if you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.